Hi guys, doing another video today. This is the 1x1 4-in-1 charging station for the watch, iPad and iPhone. It has two USB ports at the back, so you can plug in two additional devices. As you can see on the front, you can charge your Apple Watch and your phone via the stand. It's built in and constructed with high quality aluminium alloy, so it should be quite sturdy and strong. It's an excellent organiser, so you can actually do a 4-in-1 capability, obviously using the two USB ports at the back. So this one has the 48 watt power supply, so it can obviously charge the four devices at the same time. I'm just going to jump into the unboxing now, and then I'll give you a demonstration. As you can see, I've got my Apple Watch here to try out. This is actually the old generation watch. I do have the Apple Watch 2s on pre-order. Once they arrive, I'll be doing a video on them as well. I must say, this is a very Apple-like packaging. You know, they're all white. I just want to say a quick shout out to 1byone. Just a quick thank you for them allowing me to review this. I've done quite a lot of reviews for them in the past, so just want to say many thanks. So obviously you get the user manual there. Again, very Apple-like. Okay, so that's the stand there, which, as you can see, looks really nice. As you can see on the back, you've got the slot there for the power supply, and then you've got the two extra USB ports there for plugging in things like obviously your iPad or whichever one you want to plug in. Feels really solid. On the bottom, you've obviously got the rubber feet to stop it from slipping on the desk. As you can see in this little section here, you've got a little clip. If you undo that, you can actually get into the inside of it, so you can actually do all your cable management, which is one thing I really like, being the neat freak that I am. It's really strong, feels really sturdy. The colour seems to match the iPhones quite well. You've got the rubber little protection pad there to stop it from scratching the phone. The port there actually moves back and forward. It's one thing I like. Just going to get all of this plugged in and set up so we've got some power, and then I'll come back. So inside the actual box, obviously you get the stand, you get the UK plug there, and then inside this white box over here, you actually get the power brick as well. So with this model, you don't actually get the Pebble charger for the Apple Watch or the iPhone charger cable, but for the price you're paying, that doesn't surprise me. I wouldn't have actually expected it to come with them, and if they had have come with them, I would have been very surprised. So I'm just going to rig this up to some power now, and then I'll come back and give you a demonstration. Okay, as you can see, I've got this all powered up now. I've got the watch already installed, I've got the phone installed, and I've got the power cable running in. The setup process for this was actually fairly easy. You don't need to include a cable for the iPhone, as the port there is already powered by the actual power cable. So that's one good thing. You do need to add the cable for the Apple Watch though, for obvious reasons. So if I just show you. As you can see, the Apple Watch Pebble is now in there. It runs down, through the back, right the way down, and into the base. Now if you flip it over, if you open up this little panel, As you can see, the cable comes with this nice little thing where you can wrap it around and keep it nice and tidy, and the actual USB port plugs into a little USB port that's in there, and that's actually what powers the Apple Watch charger. So as you can see, I'm just going to reconnect the power cable. Which just goes into the little slot at the back. So with this device, you'll actually notice that it picks it up straight away. So that's the phone. And that's the watch. It's a very nice and clean way to actually charge two devices at the same time. The build quality of this is actually fantastic. I mean, this is something, in my honest opinion, that I would actually go into the Apple Store and buy myself. This is something of the same quality that I would expect to find inside the Apple Store. Having to the fact that obviously you don't actually need to use the iPhone cable on the inside. If you turn it around, obviously you've got the two USB ports on the back. So if I just plug that one in at the back, so this is for charging other devices like your iPhone or your iPad or your iPod, whichever one you fancy. So just to show you that obviously it does charge. That's my iPhone. This is the iPad Pro 9.7 inch, so I'll just show you that it can charge that as well as the other devices. So as you can see, it's charging them perfectly fine. You do have a second USB port on the back, so you can charge 4 devices at the same time. Usually in the past, I've avoided docks like this because they've either been, to be honest, they've either been cheap quality or they've just lasted 5 minutes, fallen apart, or you know the stand's just not very strong. Or there's always been a reason why I've avoided them. But now I'm glad I actually got the chance to review this, because this is something that I will actually be using permanently from now on. The one thing I do want to test with this dock is to make sure that I use defender cases on all of my products. So for example, whether it be iPhone or iPod, as you saw with my iPad just a minute ago, I use tough cases like that. So I just want to see if this will actually charge without needing to take the case off. I don't think it will, but we will see. I don't think it will, because that keeps getting in the way. One last attempt. Alright, so it's on there, but it doesn't seem to be charging, so I can only assume that it's not quite reaching the connector properly. So bear that in mind, that if you do have a Defender type case like I've got, you will need to take it out of the case to charge it. So yeah, that's the 1x1 all-in-one charging dock for the Apple Watch and iPhone and your other accessories. It's on Amazon now. I'm not sure of the actual price. I know they're not expensive. I mean, I did see one on there a little while ago that was quite expensive. This one is actually $48.99 on Amazon at the moment, and it comes in 2 colours, so you can go for the silver one, which is what this one is, or there is the grey one. So you've got silver or grey. They match the iPhone colours quite nicely as well, and it just gives your charging station a more cleaner look. So that is the 1x1 charging station. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video.